Nintendo is selling refurbished Switch systems on their website. They've also donated 9,500 masks to the public and more. I'm Andrew Dornan. This is my show, What's New? So today, I've got coffee this morning. I haven't had coffee in like over 2 weeks. It's great. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited about the fact that refurbished refurbished Switch systems are being sold by Nintendo. I still won't be able to get one because that's more money than I have. And I'm out of gigs because I was doing merch sales and also working box office for like a monthly event, and those all got canceled because of the pandemic, so I have no jobs and no money. So yeah, that's pretty fun. I have my chair like right over there that I sometimes use as an armrest. But yeah, so let's get into the show, shall we? A very short show. Alright, our first story of today is that Nintendo is selling refurbished Switch systems for $259.99. That's very good considering that they normally go for $300, so you know, pretty great. That's like $40 off. But honestly, it's so hard finding deals for Switch or for Nintendo systems in general, unless they're old and nobody wants them, like the Virtual Boy. No, because it's just they don't like sales. They just don't. So it's kind of nice. These are being sold through their official website, which I went to go check that link while writing this episode, and it was down for maintenance. So you know. I would say that's the tea, but this is coffee. But whatever. Something that you do need to know is that these are launch edition Switches, so they don't have like this. They have a less battery life. They have less battery life than the newer version. So these are like, the way you can tell the difference. I just totally stepped on my microphone stand. Is that the new Switches with the improved battery life have an entirely red box with a Switch in front of it, and then the designs of the launch edition Switch are different. But yeah, so that's pretty neat. Also, docks are being sold separately for $40. So if you manage to get onto eBay and buy a Switch tablet for like $20, and then Joy-Cons for like $20 each, and then a dock for $40. That's a pretty good deal, all things considered. So yeah, that's the story. Are you looking into getting a Switch to keep you over during this pandemic? Do you plan on checking this out? Let me know in those comments. Our second story of today is that Nintendo is donating 9,500 masks. These are masks that they had bought a good while ago, like the other day, where the other day could be some indeterminate amount of time long before the pandemic. But they had purchased these masks for their own like emergency disaster preparedness thing for their employees. But then the pandemic was happening, and then they realized that we're running out of respirator masks. And they were like, hey, we got 9,500, so I guess we'll just give these back to you guys. We'll just, after the pandemic's over, we'll buy some more. So that's what they did. They took them, and then they distributed them to the public, as in like hospitals and clinical facilities and all that fun stuff. So that's pretty cool. So Nintendo's doing two really cool things. Alright, our third and final story of today is that the PS4 and Xbox One versions of Titan Quest are getting a second expansion. Titan Quest was the game released back in 2006, and its second expansion for PC released back in 2017. So the PS4 and Xbox One versions are just now getting that second expansion. As a recap, that second expansion, which, as I said, was released back in 2017, adds in a whole new story arc, ups the level cap, and introduces thousands of new enemies and dozens of boss fights, which is pretty cool. I've never played Titan Quest. I forget that it exists regularly. So I thought I would share that with the world because I thought it was neat. But yeah, that's the story. That's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this series or you enjoyed this episode and want to know more about Andrew Dornan's What's New, I have a link to the main show page in the show notes. Additionally, if you enjoyed my content and want to know ways to support me and my content, I have a link to the support the content page in the show notes. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you Friday for another episode of Andrew Dornan's What's New. Bye-bye.